Yes, sir.
Rahul is very depressed after the meeting and he walks to the tea kiosk. He's very disturbed and anxious. Will I be thrown out of the institute? He wonders. Hoping to clear his mind and relax his nerves, he plops himself into a chair in kiosk and sips his tea. Let's see what happens next. And there he finds his friend Ronnie.
Hey buddy, what's up? क्या हुआ? तेरे चेहरे पे 12 क्यों बजा हुआ है? Did the crows of the institute bless you today?
क्या बताऊं यार? I'm totally frustrated with my life, man. I've got a lot more important things than the crows of the institute, you know.
Hey, but I remember that you had a meeting with your chairman, right? So how was the encounter?
Oh, the meeting. You know, man. I mean, what are they good at? He screwed me, man, big time.
Screwed you? No way, I cannot believe it. You're so smart, you can fool anyone in the campus.
Yeah, I mean, what to say? I mean, this time he got the better of me. I have a strong feeling that, he's changed his research topic.
But I saw you yesterday in the bar, right? Enjoying with some friends. So, your life is enjoying, right?
Hey, Ronnie, why don't you understand, man? I'm depressed now. I mean, everything's going wrong with me, man. Day before yesterday, my girlfriend dumped me. I just thought of drowning my sorrows in.
अबे यार, तेरा तो वाट लग गया. अभी your girlfriend boyfriend छोड़. How is your research work? And what about your course this semester?
Research. Yeah, that's true. It's not happening, man. I failed 2 courses this semester. My guide is planning to drop me. I don't know, even if they keep me on, life is going to be hell next semester.
अरे यार, ये सब छोड़. चल एक सुट्टा मार के आते हैं. चल.
No, you go ahead, man.
चल ना.
No.
अरे यार.
Rahul is very depressed as he do not know what to do. And then he decides to go to the TV room as he do not want to spend his time in his room. And there he meets his friend meets his friend David. Let's see what happens next.
Where's the remote gone? Oh, I think I'll have to manage the TV with myself. Why aren't the buttons working? Seems like we are in a jungle, I swear. The news also is so depressing these days, right? I mean, floods in Bihar. India loses to Bangladesh. Nothing besides cricket in this. And then another 2 blasts in Islamabad. Hey, what's happening to this world? It's so hopeless. And look at this. Young man commits suicide. Hey, God knows for what, but I don't know. This seems to be the best option anyways out of all this misery.
Hi Rahul. Happy Christmas, man.
Hi.
What happened? You look so depressed. Is everything okay with you?
Hey, David. Look, man. I'm not like you. I've got problems in my life, you see. And at this moment, everything's happening really terribly wrong with me. It's just frustrating me out.
But it's not true that I don't have problems. You know, there was a time when I was so hopeless and frustrated. I was involved in gambling and I was involved in addiction to just get rid of all this. And finally I was so frustrated that I thought that I will commit suicide and get rid of this mess.
Suicide? And you? I can't believe this. I mean, you are so happy all the time. And you are so energetic. I mean, how did you come out of it?
Well, my friend, you know, God used one of my very close friend to tell me how much He loved me. And that changed my life.
Friend, what do you mean?
Well, Jesus took me out of the mess of my life.
Hey, come on, man. Cut the crap. I mean, I don't believe in this Jesus stuff, okay? For that matter, I don't even believe in God. I mean, who knows whether He exists or not?
My friend, whether you believe it or not, God loves you very much. And God loves you so much that He sent His only Son to this world, to this messy world, so that He can clean up the mess of our lives.
Okay, even if I believe you now, but I mean, you see, my life is in such a big mess. Everything around me seems to be falling apart. Nothing is just happening. And to add to it, I just feel everything's happening to me. Why me?
Rahul. I do not have the answers to your questions. But one thing I am very sure of, that God loves you very much. You know, if you really believe in Him, He will come and clean up the mess of your life. I'm not saying that something magical will happen or you will not have problems. But He will give you His strength that will help you to face the problems of this life. And you know, you will be a different person altogether.
Oh, is this really true? You know, I used to always think it's a myth.
Well, that is an experience of my life that changed me. And I know that it can change you also. You know, there's a renowned speaker in SAC today who is going to talk on hope. His name is Mr. Zach Ponen. Why don't we go there and listen to him? I'm sure God will answer many of your questions today.
Okay, buddy, I think we should rush then.
Yeah, let's go.
Indeed, we have Brother Zach Punen today, amidst us here today. To tell more about Brother Zach Punen, Zach Punen passed out of National Defense Academy and was commissioned as an officer in the Indian Navy in 1959. He resigned his commission in 1966, having heard the call of God, and has been serving God for 43 years. He is the author of 25 books and travels worldwide as a conference speaker. He has 4 sons who are all software engineers. His wife is a medical doctor who worked among lepers first and now conducts free medical clinics in the villages of Tamil Nadu. Zach has a website, cfcindia.com, where all his spoken and written materials are available freely. So I hereby ask Brother Zach Punen to come onto the stage, please.
I'm very thankful that I was invited to speak here. I'm not a priest or a Bible college graduate. I've never been to a Bible college. In fact, I'm a layman just like you. But I had an encounter with Jesus Christ when I was a naval officer that changed my whole life, the direction of my life. I joined the National Defense Academy with the goal of becoming India's admiral, and I worked hard towards that goal. But when Christ came into my life, He gave me something far more important and something more worthwhile to live for. And that's how I have lived the last 50 years. And it was while I was there that the Lord called me to quit my job so that I could share this wonderful truth with other people. And as I've moved around this country, I've been from north to south, east to west, all over, I have seen that lots and